I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't watched the game. I watched it the last 45 minutes. I actually watched since turning on when the US scored the goal. They were waiting for me to watch the game. But anyway. Uh, Come on the chat, guys. If you want to join the live, talk about the game. We don't say a lot on the game. I can say that what I see at the moment. What the disappointed. We were good the last couple of minutes. I saw Diagonal Olympiad and Challenger doing their best. We talked a little bit the last 15 minutes. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about the game? Any, any thoughts? I would say I knew it was going to be a bit tricky as a player. But you're Ireland. Think that is the obvious way.
Can you hear me now? I think it's working now. Let me check 1 second. Is it working now? Okay, now it's working. Oh, Nathan is here. How's it going, my man?
Good. And yourself?
Not bad, man. I watched the game. I watched the last 20 minutes. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a lot to say. I mean, but I heard from my brother that there was a poor first half. Nothing exciting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that first, not even just the first half, but like the first 60 minutes was just. It wasn't really the best. We had chances like here and there, half chances here and there, but um, the finishing was poor. Like the technique was poor. Um, it was just one of those games where things just weren't going right, despite having a lot of ball possession. But
Yeah.
uh, when the substitutions came on, it really helped. Uh, yeah,
Yeah. I think it's a matter of being tired because the substitutions are performing well. So that means that when they're fresh, they have clear ideas. They know what to do. Just they're just tired. I think Rebic and Leao are tired. They need a break. I don't know how they're gonna get that break, but we need them to rest for the next game. At least one of them. What do
right.
you think about that? What do you think
Well,
about
I'm
them?
gonna answer. I'm gonna answer Totti real quick. Yeah, we did start poorly, but I mean, we did. I won't say like the rotation was that heavy because it was our same offense really. Um, I think for this game it was just one of those things like we had a lot of possession, but that's why I keep saying we need more dribblers, and especially in the first half, all of our chances came from Leao dribbling past one or two people. So if we can just add, well, I mean, Salamakers came in and he actually dribbled past people finally. Uh,
He gave a
but
great
yeah,
assist on
no. I
Theo
already
Hernandez.
said, like, I'll give credit where credit's due. Salamakers did a very good job when coming in. He finally had the courage to beat his man. Like usually when Salamakers gets the ball, he stops or slows up the play, he turns and passes back. But he finally, you know, went to beat his man, and he was successful, which is what our
Oh,
right side needs. Our right side need like that whole everything started when Salamakers was starting to dribble more, and
yeah.
that's what that is what was needed because Florenzi was like zero, and you could instantly see when Salamakers came in that the right side became better. So I was happy with that. Like maybe this is the start of Salamakers finally proving me wrong, which is what I want to happen. I want to be proven wrong. So
He's gonna
hopefully
get
that's the
there. He's
start.
gonna get there. He's gonna get on that confidence and starting to dribble to go on a 1v1 with his opposite defenders. So I think he's gonna go there. It just takes time. As I say, he's really young. He came from another country, another league, AC Milan, big stage. So the first year he did, the first full year he did, I think he did pretty well. And we achieved our main goal. So this year is the year for him to, I would say, to master and to polish his game. So to
Yeah,
learn his potential, to understand how far he can go with this type of game, with dribbling, assist, difficult passes, you know. But
and
I want to talk about Valo Touré because my brother said that he was a bit shy. He was
well,
scared of.
yeah, I don't think I don't think it's a matter of him being scared. It's a matter of him simply not being as technically skilled as Hernandez. So when
Hmm,
we go from Hernandez and what he can do in terms of dribbling, because they're both fast as can be, but the difference is Hernandez is he's a dribbler, and
yes.
Torre is literally just a sprinter. So
Okay.
if Torre can get at least half the dribbling skills as Hernandez, then you'll see like a completely different player.
I haven't seen a lot about Balotelli, so I hope it's the fact that it was his first game at San Siro, starting from. So it was like a bit, scared of not making. His concern was not to make mistakes, not to actually be dangerous and create something. So let's see. I think one or two games that we're gonna understand his real ability. Well, John,
Yeah.
man, how's it going?
How are you guys? How's it going?
What do you think about the game, man? When I saw Gabbia substitute from Tomori, I thought he got injured, but nothing serious. Yeah.
No, I actually
I don't
thought Romagnoli got injured. For a second, I was like, holy shit, who do we sub in now? Because we had no more center backs. So it was
Why
a bit
did they
Well, you
confusing.
sub
put
Gabia?
Kessie.
I
I
think
think.
he subbed Gabia so we could stand a little bit higher when we attack. Because Tomori gives you that freedom of knowing that if they somehow get the ball through, Tomori can catch up with his pace.
Well, why not Romanoli?
Well, experience, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Or maybe Gabbia doesn't have the 90 minutes, so he needs to slowly,
That,
slowly get that match fit thing.
yeah, that will make sense.
I
So
think
about
probably Romagnoli is gonna be on the bench the next game.
could be,
Yeah, because
yeah, could
I
be.
really think that Tomori needs to be playing center. Like when like if Gabia is playing, it should be with Tomori. Like Tomori should be the pair with Tomori should be the pair with Gabia, Romanoli, and
Kier and
Cahill.
Romagnoli. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you are actually right because Tomori has a different trait in comparison to the other
Right.
guys. Like the other
It,
guys are big guys that intercept or do the movement before it's already done. But Tomori has a trait to catch up with the ball because he's super fast and super physical.
I mean, the
that
next.
and
No, I
I
was
was
just
gonna
saying
say
about Romagnoli. Romagnoli leaving, he gives a spot for the next defender we're going to buy, and I hope is a youngster that has similar abilities Tomori has. So pace, power, and good feet. Nothing. I don't want a guy that is actually knowledgeable in terms of tactics. I want a guy that is 18, 20 years old. Something like Kalulu, physically a beast, that actually can improve tactically and can improve his game in Serie A. But we need somebody that actually is similar to Tomori. And Tomori is clever. He's super clever as well. I'm not just saying, but obviously physically is a step ahead all the players in Serie A, in my opinion. Him and Koulibaly.
Yeah.
But John, what do you want to say? Anything else?
No, just about Balotelli. I think like we have to keep in mind that he's also a player that we got him basically to give Theo some rest. It's not like we can expect him to do wonders. We bought him for 4 million. We got him from Monaco. He was not a starter in Monaco either. I
Yeah.
think he's 1 or 2 years older than Theo, so he's there to do his job, to defend. We are not going to expect from him what we expect from Theo. Get it? Like, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm smiling because people are missing Krunic, guys.
yeah.
So he made it, man. Krunic made it. He changed the mind to all the Milanisti. Yeah, I guess Balotelli needs just to get more comfortable and more relaxed. He doesn't have the talent of Theo Hernandez, for sure. He's not the player that Theo Hernandez is. But against Venezia, for sure, he can do better if he feels more comfortable, more relaxed.
Yeah, I think the back line should stay the same, except just have Tomori in there.
Yeah.
Tomori, man, like, I don't know. It's been a long time since I love a player as much as I love. Man, I just get excited when I watch Tomori play. Man. It's fucking ridiculous. Because man,
Yeah.
he's a beast, bro. He dominates people. He's not just there like, oh, no. He's gonna fuck you up, man. He's gonna be there, breathing on your neck. So I fucking love Tomori, man.
Yeah, he's a
Such a good
he's a modern defender. He's a modern
Exactly,
defender.
and we haven't had one since forever, man. So he is such a like nice fresh air.
He reminds me a lot when Thiago Silva came at AC Milan in the beginning, but with more
Yeah.
pace and more power than Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva had good feet. He was at that time we're talking about almost 10 years ago. Thiago Silva was one of the fastest center back in Europe, probably the fastest one. So it was kind of showing the world that football needed a player like him in that position. So he was one of the first, Thiago Silva. And other players came after. Van Dijk, of course, I think is the best at the moment. And Ramos was good, not slow at all, quite decent. And Tomori again, I think is amazing. He's an idol, man. I love him. We all love him. No one can say nothing to him. He puts everything he has for the team. But I want to say something. I hope I'll see next game Benacer and Kessie together. I think Tonali needs to rest, and we need to preserve these guys. I don't want them to get injured. And Benacer, I think, played better
I agree.
today.
The Tonali, I think
No,
Benacer
in
played
general, better than usually.
Yeah, for sure. Like he got a good game. Also, he made a nice pass to Theo that then led to a goal. But Tonali dominated the midfield. Like Tonali's reminding me
Yeah.
of last year's Kessie. So
Yeah.
he's everywhere.
Yeah,
Tonali's way too important right now. His passing range and his ability to dictate the game, not just dictate the game for like a few minutes. He dictates the game for like the entire time, and that's just hugely important to how we play.
oh yeah, that's true. The goalkeeper is always focused, trying to lead and to keep the guys awake. Because I like Magnan, man. I heard he said a few bad words in French, and the BT guy was a bit shocked. But BT Sport, the English TV, was a bit shocked about it. But I think it's good.
I don't know if you guys talked about it because I just joined the live. But what was going on with Salamakers today, man? Was it Salamakers or Ronaldinho possessing
Guys,
his body? Like, holy
listen,
shit.
I always said Salamakers is gonna be better than Chiesa at the age of 25. Salamakers has a lot to improve, and he's gonna improve that because he's 21. People forget about that. He's 21 in a foreign country learning a new language, playing for a big team in a big stage. So it was a big jump for him the first year. This is the second year. At the end of the season, he's gonna be a different player. For the beginning of the next season, you're gonna see a player that you're gonna see the real Salamaker, the one I'm seeing already.
Well,
But
he can't regress now because from what we saw today, he was dribbling. He was not afraid to beat his man. So in the next game, this is what the standard needs to be for him now. You
And
cannot go
also,
back to just always playing safe and careful. Now
and also,
he set the standard for himself to attack and be a goal threat.
Laet,
yeah,
I'm reading your brother calling us AC. Man, come on. He's basically calling us football club.
uh, yeah. But where is my brother?
Yeah, exactly. The comment.
That that is the problem of living in England. You
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
cut short everything. You cut short everything. Um, well, we call Internazionale, we call Inter, so
Yeah.
or sometimes shit.
Merda.
So I cannot blame him. No, I want to say my brother actually was complaining about Tonali that he was that the problem with Tonali as he watched all the game and he didn't refer me but just gave his opinion, of course, and he said that Tonali doesn't risk a difficult pass. He's always at least this game. Benacer actually tried a bit more to break the game and to break the lines and go a bit more forward. And I don't know that. I didn't see the whole full game of Benacer. I saw the pass he gave to Teo and Teo to Brahim Diaz, which was a great pass. And I've seen that Benacer has done that pass a lot of times, even the previous year. I remember that. So, what do you guys think about this part of the game Tonali has?
I think I think today again you got to realize what the coach is asking. If you looked at today, Benacer was more advanced in position than Tonali, and that tells me that the coach is asking Tonali to play a little bit more of a deep creator instead of being further up the field. Like when Tonali was with Kessie or with Krunic, Tonali was the one that was more advanced, and today he was the one that was, for the most part, closer to the back line than to someone like Diaz even. So if the roles were reversed, then we'd probably be saying the same thing about Benacer. He wasn't trying to make those passes, but the roles dictate what type of passes you do.
Mm. Or maybe Tonali and Benacer they haven't played enough together probably. So Tonali is kind of more reserved when he plays with Benacer. He keeps the position instead of going forward because I realized that Benacer covers basically almost all the midfield. Benacer goes on the right, goes on the left, so he doesn't. It's kind of an. It's not. There is no composure on his positioning. And Tonali is kind of not intimidated, but it's kind of a worried and try to find a place in the midfield. With Kessie, is more like Tonali is in the mid right and Kessie is in the mid left. With Benacer, the Tonali is worried about covering what Benacer is not covering. I feel like there is not a chemistry between each other because they haven't played enough together. Tonali has played a lot with Kessie the previous year and this year as well. They're playing a lot. So maybe they need to play a bit more together and to understand a bit each other. So because sometimes Benacer stays on the back and Tonali should go more forward, but because they don't play together, they don't understand each other. That's my opinion, by the way. I start to think about this recently watching this game because Tonali doesn't is not shy at all with Kessie. Tonali goes for it and Kessie as well, so they go together. They're not scared. With Benacer, he's
Yeah,
more scared. I feel like he is worried about something, or he still doesn't understand the game Benacer does, and is doing the job, and that's it. But
well, yeah. That's why I said he was. That's why I said he was a little bit deeper today and controlling the tempo from a little bit deeper role than what we've seen in the past few games. It was just a difference of what he was asked to do today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a bit sad that Lucas is not here after this great 20 minutes Telemakers had because he's always yesterday was always complaining about the fact that I say he's gonna be better than Chiesa. Anyways, today I like the assist Selemaker did because I was shouting to him, give it to Leao because Leao did a nice cut, no? In that
Now and also Pellegrini.
exactly. And I was like, why not giving it to Leao? But actually that was so clever because Leao did the run, the defenders followed Leao, and Theo was alone to stop the ball and shoot and score. So that was an amazing goal. That was a we call it ABC of football, you know? Basic. That's so simple but complicated to execute those movements. Leao. Oh, let's talk about a bit of Leao and Rebic. How was their performance? Because I heard from Nathan that Florenzi was poor, but
He was, man.
Now,
Like
Florenzi,
when
man, it's I struggle to remember something from Florenzi. It's
yeah. I
it's
mean, just
unbelievable.
it makes you wonder why we didn't get an actual winger in the summer. Like these are like the situations like to be honest, South America should have had the entire game to rest, but because Florenzi was just absolute zero, you have to bring players on when they really shouldn't need to be brought on. Just
yeah,
go
yeah.
get a real fucking winger, and then you don't gotta worry about shit like this. But instead, you get Florenzi because you want to try and be sneaky and have a right back who can potentially play right winger, but clearly has no clue how to play that position. Like, just get a right winger and stop with all this trickery.
I feel like Florenzi. First of all, Thick Size is here, guys. How's it going, my man? All good? You're mute, so. But anyway, if you wanna say anything in Thick Size, just go for it. Don't be shy. I feel like Florenzi is what are you saying, Nathan? Is a closer. He comes in the last 15 minutes to keep that balance, and so you don't concede, or at least even if you have to get a goal, it still has that energy to push a bit. But it's not like a. But let's see, let's see. It's still the beginning of the season. Thick Size, man. What do you want to say about the game?
Um,
Whatever about your day? Go for it,
I
man.
thought that first half was dreadful.
Okay.
True, truly, truly dreadful. We played a team tonight that presented zero threat.
Yeah,
Zero threat, yeah.
And that team was dreadful in the first half.
we didn't even
And
have a shot on goal.
I'm not putting it down to the amount of changes. There was no intensity. It was like a friendly match, the approach, you know? And I'm highly critical of some of the players that played today. Florenzi, fish out of water. I have no idea what he's doing in this team. Leao, wasteful, truly wasteful. Um, Benassar looks like a shadow of himself. Uh, uh, but the rest, they did okay. I can't even talk about the defenders because Venezia presented no attacking threat at all. None.
Yeah.
Wait, tick tick. What was your problem with Leao? Because in the first half, because pretty much everything that happened was because Leao was dribbling past players.
My problem with Real, he just doesn't seem to make the right. When it comes to the final pass or the final decision, he chooses. He always seems to choose the wrong play.
Yeah. I agree with
But,
you. It's a mental situation in this
yeah,
case.
I'm sure
Yeah, but
every day.
if we would have got that goal when he dribbled past those two players and he put it right across the face of the box, the entire tone would be different.
But Nathan, I wanna say something probably just to help Thick Size on his concept. A player like Leao against Venezia should present situation like this every 3 minutes. The volume of of the quality you have to bring it up every 3 minutes against Venezia. He dribbles and he creates a chance. After 3 minutes, you should do it again against Venezia, and again and again and again. No once every 20 minutes. And
Yeah,
that is
but
a problem.
compared to the other offensive players, he was the most effective.
Yeah, but I don't compare Leao with other players. I compare Leao with Leao. I know he has the pace, he has the power, he has the technique, he has the creativity. He's young. He needs to score goals. He's in that position that he shouldn't be like, oh man, I'm going against Venezia. I need to get 3 goals this game. You know what I mean? That mentality is missing.
I agree. I think
I-
he had really good dribblings today, and also with pace, he destroyed the man marking him today. But the problem with Liao is after he does that small dribble and then destroys the defender with pace, all this while somehow having a psychotic smile. Because man, when he dribbles, he also smiles, which is kind of weird to watch. But then he always picks the wrong pass. Like his final pass is always the wrong one. I think he has to work with that, but I think he is also young, man, because he is what 21, 22. So he has to play more continuously in that position. So he kind of memorizes what the other players around him are gonna do if he does this or that uh,
To
action.
yeah,
me, I was thinking about this on the way home from the match at the club. Um, to me, I'm not comparing him with Kaká, but I
yeah.
remember, I clearly remember Kaká's debut in his first season.
Yeah.
The reason
I
why
was at the
Kaká,
stadium.
the reason why Kaká stood out because he displayed football intelligence. He knew when to dribble. He knew when to pass. That's why
Yeah.
he was able to come into the team straight away and displace Rui Costa.
Exactly.
Okay, Liao shows zero football intelligence. He has skill, he has pace, he has power, but he just, to me, you nobody can't tell me this week in, day out, they're coaching this guy. But when he gets on the pitch, he's in the our world.
Yeah, it feels like he's never been uh, in the street playing football. You know what I mean? You know when you are a kid or a teenager and you're playing with the other mates, and the only thing you want to do, you want to get the ball, dribble the first and the second, and shoot. I'm expecting from Leao against Venezia because he's young. So when you're young, you get a bit selfish. I'm expecting with Venezia the last 30 meters, Leao to do a dribble and to shoot, to do a cross, to dribble and to go wide. You know, to show off. I want him to show off. Robinho was doing that on games like this. Was dribbling 1, 2, 3 and trying to give an assist or to go for a goal. Was doing a nutmeg. I want Leao to be like, oh, it's Venezia. I'm gonna have fun today. I'm gonna create chances after chances, and it's not in his mind. I can see it. It looks like he's bored.
Exactly.
That's my problem with Leao on games like this. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. I want to hear about Brahim Diaz because I saw his goal straight away when I turned on the TV, and I was happy because I have a bet. You guys know about the bet and everything. So he scored the goal the day Akan kicked a corner kick. So and still on stats they are same players basically. They have assists and same amount of assists and goals on stats,
No,
but
actually, I think
Akan is
Brahim.
kicking corner kicks. Brahim Diaz is doing the opener that actually makes you win the game. That's what I'm saying.
Also, Brahim has one more goal. I think.
Yeah, of course, one more goal and less assist. But
Yeah.
what do you guys think about Brahim Diaz? How was his game overall?
Uh, I think in the first half they were just parking the bus all game long, so it was kind of difficult to actually do something to see spaces. It was impossible, and that's why I think also that's also one of the reasons why uh, Liao and Rebic both struggled in the first half and in the second, to be honest, both of them, because we have like these kind of players are the players which have a hard time facing close defenses. That's when we need the tall guy. That's when we need Ibra. That's when we need Giroud, so they can somehow, some way, in the first minutes or later on in the first half score a goal and then the teams open up, like Venezia did today, for example. So I think Brahim had overall a good game. He had a nice goal, but he also missed an opportunity, which was empty net, man. It was an empty net, and
Oh, really?
yeah. That he like I that kind of a chance I expect Hakan to miss, not Brahim.
Yeah, I want to answer this comment saying just this is a Milan Venezia post match, is not Liverpool Milan post match analysis. So I'm judging Leao what I've seen in in this game and what people are saying. Of course, Leao is a key player for us, and he's our starter. There is no doubt of that. But he needs to step up on these type of games and make the difference. I hope Leao had the brain of Diaz. You know what I mean? Diaz goes for the dribbling, goes for the difficult, you know, trick and stuff like that. Six Eyes, what do you want to add in terms of about Brave Diaz?
I thought Diaz was very ineffective in the first half, but
Okay.
much like the attack, he played better in the second half. But what I like about Diaz, he keeps going, he keeps trying. His lack of physicality bothers me a little bit because when a 6 foot defender lays on him, he just doesn't have the physicality to get around him. But he keeps going, and you know a lot of our players don't have that, but he has the drive just to keep going. He clearly wants to make his mark at Milan. You can see that in his attitude.
Yeah,
He may not have the finished. He's not the finished article, but he has the attitude.
yeah, he has that mentality to become a top class top player. What do you guys think about this comment that they need a shooting coach? I don't think it's that. I think shooting in a game is different from shooting in a training. I'm sure they in the training they are like all the 10 shoots, probably 9 goes on goal. So there's a different pressure. There's a different. It's tired. You run more during the game. There is less space. You have to think quicker. So I don't think it's that, but they're too young. They need time. That's it. They need to train that aspect for sure. Oh, people are saying, Fix Eyes, your voice is epic, man. Are you a singer or something like that?
No, not at all. It must be my microphone.
Maybe not. I've seen you live, man. No, it's not your microphone, it's your voice.
Okay.
What about Rebic? How was Rebic, by the way? Anyone can tell me about Rebic?
I noticed he was dropping because he wasn't getting the ball. He was dropping deep, particularly in the second half. Many times he was drifting out to the left, he was drifting out to the right. So when he had the ball and he put the ball into the middle, there was nobody there because he wasn't there. And he was dropping deep to get the ball. So I showed that to me, he was frustrated because, you know, the ball wasn't being delivered to him in the places where he was looking to make the most difference. And I felt he should have scored from the header he had in the first half. To me, I would have expected a player of his quality to finish that one.
Yeah. I think he's tired. He's been playing a lot. He needs a break. He needs a break. I think Nathan is talking. Nathan, are you talking with us?
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't hear you, man.
I was just saying that I think it's down to poor technique because like Ribic's header, I mean, all he had to do was just head the ball down. And then Diaz in the second half, when he missed that chance, you can see his body was leaned backwards. He wasn't leaned forward. So it's just small things like that.
I think they're less brilliant. They're a bit tired. They need some rotation. I hope the next game somebody can rest. Selemak is gonna play for sure. I don't know. Is anyone coming in from the injuries? Any Giroud? Any Ibra? Does there is any news or nothing at the moment?
So far, no news, but hopefully Giroud, because I guess he's not gonna have back pain forever, right? So I'm
It
hoping for
looks like
and
it
also
looks like
Ibra.
forever.
Also Ibra. It was a just in case we are not gonna let him play, but it's been 3 games now, so sooner or later.
Yeah, exactly. This precaution is like
Yeah,
for him to finish the season without injuries, basically, not for him to play.
yeah, man.
That's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, it was a perfect game today to see Giroud and Ibra play, not play together. Yeah, maybe play together as well, or try to score some goals, man, for the morale and everything. But let's see. Krunic is important right now, in my opinion, as well. If you have Krunic, you can actually rest Diaz, man. You can rest Diaz. Diaz needs to rest. Okay, I can see he's getting less effective, and I don't know. I don't know. I see it difficult. Do you guys think Pellegrini can start from the beginning next game?
No.
How do you guys saw him the last? He played 15 minutes, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't make much contribution, and he seemed to get easily frustrated.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
he's going to
You're
need a
talking
lot
about
more time.
Pellegrini.
Yeah, he's going
Yeah.
to need a lot more time on the training ground, as far as I'm concerned.
When you say
Yeah,
frustrated, what do you mean? He's asking for the ball. He wants more. He wants to
Yeah,
be more involved in the game.
he got into a silly spat with the referee over nothing. He made a foul. The referee gave the free kick against him, and he seemed to be spending more energy arguing with the referee. And Tonali had to tell him to calm down.
I think it's just a
But
case
maybe,
of him wanting to really prove himself,
yeah.
but he needs to utilize his energy in a more positive way.
I think it's that. I think he wants to show. He had like 10, 15 minutes, so he wanted to show something. He wanted to do something, which is a good thing. Probably he's ready to start the next game. So that
He looked a
that
bit
is
heavy. He looked a bit heavy to me. I wouldn't start him the next game. I
it
mean,
looks slow. You mean like
yeah.
on the movement?
So unfortunately, we have to start Rebic in the next game.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I feel like with the condition these our players have, it's better for them to come from the bench. I see Rebic being so tired that probably he can be more effective the next game if he comes in the second half, the last 45 minutes, not the first 45 minutes, because he's fresher than the other players and they can actually contribute and he can actually rest half game.
Well,
So I wouldn't risk. Yeah, go for it.
so ideally, we shouldn't be playing him at all because the next game is Atletico, and we're going to need him for that because there's no signs of Zlatan, no signs of Giroud, so we need to
Yeah,
keep him
that's
as fresh as
madness.
possible.
That is madness. We're going to play against Atletico with 7 injuries, man. My God, that is mad. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm so pissed off with these injuries. Good thing Tomori rested, Hernandez rested. Calabria, I think, is gonna come back for Atletico. He's gonna play.
There's one thing that happened with the substitution that I found interesting because sometimes I don't understand Pioli's thinking. He took off Diaz. He took off Diaz and he brought on Kessie. So you would have thought Kessie would have gone to the Tonali role and Tonali would have gone to where Diaz was playing. But no, Kessie was playing where Diaz was playing, and it was just, totally wrong position for him, It was only like 10, 15 minutes. He didn't do much, but I couldn't understand why he did that.
I think it didn't have anyone to play in that position to rest Diaz, so he just put a KC. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Pioli, I really cannot blame him because if he had Messias would have come in instead of Diaz, or instead of so he doesn't have players. So he's reinventing himself and putting players in wrong position just to survive almost.
Yeah, I agree
He's
with
like
that.
he's like I'll put Kessie because I'm sure he's gonna perform and give me some sort of quantity in the pitch and help the other two midfielder to control the game, and that's it. And no one runs, no one gets tired. Yeah, so that's the thing. Uh, what do you guys think about Kessie performance?
We didn't see much. Plus, he was playing as a can. So, what do you want me
Yeah,
to do?
I agree.
He,
Tonali, I agree with you, Ray John. Tonali should have been pushed up further, and Kessie should have went to his normal position, I guess.
Zion says that basically Pioli played a 4-3-3 on the last 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
Kessie was just going more forward, but at the end was a three midfield thing more than a
that, that,
cam.
that's the thing. Tonali is better at going forward.
But maybe it was less fresh because when you go forward, you have to sprint more. You have to, it's dangerous. You can get more. There is more chance you get injured at the 80 minutes going and sprinting forward. So probably that's what he thought Pioli, putting Kessie more forward and saying, okay, Kessie, you can go forward. You're fresh. Tonali and Benacer keep your position and administrate the game. So probably it was that.
there's a picture that I sent at the group on WhatsApp, and then basically it's the infirmary celebrating Diaz goals.
Yeah,
It's
man, that
basically
is
all our
so.
injured players, man, and it's full, bro. It's
He's a
full.
joke. You know what? Let me put it on the. I will put it on the live here because it looks a great picture. It looks good as a picture. Let me see if I can. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know you guys, but I'm like so pissed off at the moment. And yeah, look at this, man. Let me see if I can. Oh man, look at these guys. They should be playing football, man, not being mascots and helping the guys celebrating. Cheerleaders, there you go. 7, 5, 2.5, 2.5. Bakayoko 5 or 4, something like that. Krunic 1.5. We have like a 10, 12 million pound here on wages. Cheerleadering the team. Fuck's sake.
I know. I
But
found
yeah,
this
tonight
super funny, bro.
crazy, man, crazy stuff. Anyway, I think Tonali and Benacer was just staying behind and waiting. Nothing. Would you play with three midfielder on? No, because Atletico is in 1 week basically. I will keep Tonali out of the equation against Spezia. I will keep Tonali in the bench because Tonali is going to be one of the starters for sure
So who are
tonight
you gonna
against
play?
Atletico. I will play Benacer Kessie.
Okay.
Benacer Kessie. I will keep Diaz in the bench.
You know who I'd play on the right? Samu.
Yeah.
I'd play him honestly because he's no worse than
Florenzi. I agree.
Florenzi.
I agree.
You will play Samu Castillejo, yeah?
He is no worse than Florenzi.
It pains me to say so, but I agree, man. Like, it's the first time I've been watching football for what, 23 years. It's the first time, man, that I've watched a player consistently play, well, get minutes at least, and not remember a single action. I don't remember a single thing from him. It's just unbelievable.
Why not playing with the? We don't have a midfielder because I was thinking playing with three midfielder, but we don't have no Krunic, no Bakayoko
Yeah.
to try a three midfield thing and avoid to have somebody in the right and somebody in the left. I mean, or why not fucking play with two strikers and some wings? No, still we need to rest defenders.
Wait, I missed it, Red John. Who'd you say you would put on the right?
Samu Casti.
Samu.
Fixed side. Fixed
Yeah,
side
might as
says that.
well. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah. I mean, shit, better than having Florenzi. Like,
Wow. I can't
It is,
believe we're
man.
saying this.
Dude, I swear, at some point, they focused Pioli, and Pioli was shouting at Florenzi, like, go back at your position, bro, because we got the whole right side with no player. You did like, what is he even doing?
I mean, we already knew that Florenzi is a right back. Like sometimes not every player can switch their formation or switch their position to play another one. Like that's just how it is sometimes. And Florenzi is an example of a player not being good enough to basically switch it up.
No, I wouldn't mind playing Florenzi. You know what, Casti? I wouldn't mind playing Florenzi and Casti together. What about guys? What about playing Florenzi, Benasser, Tonali in a midfield of three?
No. Florenzi literally offers nothing. Like Larry, you've got to go and watch the replay. If you can watch the replay, go watch the replay so that way you can see just how like non-existent he really was.
And
I'm not even trying to be mean. Like I'm being legit right now. Like it was bad.
Just to add to Nathan's point, it's not that he's doing something wrong, man, but he does the short pass. Like if I was playing instead of Florenzi, I would do the same exact thing, man. Shitting my pants and doing the small easy pass. That's about it. But he's a winger in a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Like you expect, like when Salamakers came in, you could see the difference was unbelievable. For the first time I saw that we had a right wing.
What about guys going on a 4-4-2 against Spezia? So basically having Ballo-Touré on the left, Benasser in the middle, and Florenzi on the right, and two strikers.
No.
Pellegrini and Leao. Pellegrini and Leao.
I don't want Florenzi in any formation right now.
Yeah, but you need to rest people.
I don't care. I do not want Florenzi in any part of the formation, unless it's a right back. Then okay, but in terms of anything in terms of offense, no, I don't want him there.
But he's gonna be a right wing on a 4-4-2, so he can do that.
No, he can't. He's not fast enough. He's not skillful enough, and he doesn't have the stamina to do it.
But he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it well because he's gonna have two strikers in the box, so it's gonna be a different type of game. He's not gonna have Diaz, and he's gonna have two strikers, Pellegrini and Leao, or Pellegrini and Brebic. It's a system that helps you to rest Diaz and Leao, or Diaz and Brebic, which we need them for with Atletico, and they're at the limit at the moment. They are so tired that they really need a week rest to be fresh for Atletico. We cannot come and play against Atletico in this physical condition. It's not acceptable. 1 second. What do you think about John? I mean, I know Florenzi is not doing a lot, but he's not making mistakes at least. Exactly. He's a player that is not, at least he's not going to do mistakes. So you can win at 1-0 with Florenzi.
I agree with you in the sense that Florenzi, you will not expect from him to do anything great, but he will not do mistakes. Get it? Like, I think Florenzi is doing bad in the sense that he's not the alternative I was hoping for when we got a right winger or a substitute for the right winger. Get it? Because he is more or less doing the job that Castillo, that is so criticized by us, does. Castillo does not do anything wrong, man. He just does nothing. That's the problem Castillo does.
Exactly. At least Florenzi can give that how you call it, cover that part of the pitch, so Tonali and Kessi can go more forward.
Yeah,
because he's a guy that actually always track backs, always fights and does the foul. So Tonali and Kessi can be a solution in a 4-4-2.
Yeah,
or the striker can find some solutions because Florenzi is covering pretty well. And being so covered on the wings is going to help, I don't know, Kalulu to go more forward, T. Hernandez on the other side to go more forward, and still you rest some key players. Because Atletico, I want everyone rested. Let's be honest.
I agree. An Atletico game is going to be a very hard game.
Yeah,
Yeah, as
it's
I
gonna.
said, the next game, I think the next game we need to pretty much keep the same like players. Like I would continue to rest the main players if possible.
Yeah, we
Atletico's
need to
next
go
week,
for a
right?
counter. Is the Sun Atletico is next week,
Yeah,
and
I would say players. I would have the same, except for Diaz. I would put Maldini. Um, I would put Castellano on the right. Unfortunately, we don't really have any options for Liao or for the left wing position.
Balotelli. You can put Balotelli.
Yeah, but who plays left back?
Theo. Theo rested today. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. And next game, Romagnoli is gonna rest, and Tomori is gonna start with Gabbia. So they are all rested for Atletico. The Kalulu hopefully is gonna be fine against, or he's gonna play against Atletico, or Calabria is coming back.
Hey guys, I'll be
Let's see.
back like at around 6 if you guys are still on.
In like 6 minutes or six as a time.
I'll be back in like 50 minutes.
Okay, we'll give it a try. Probably gonna finish in 10 minutes because 1 hour post match is more than enough for Venezia.
Okay.
Actually, it's more like. But I want to say something. We did the prediction of who's gonna get injured the next game, and it worked basically. We jinxed it. Looks like everyone is healthy at the end of the game. So,
I
guys,
don't know. I thought Rossonari took a hard challenge.
he's
Yeah.
fine.
He
Well,
played the rest of the game, but let's see because you never know.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see. Oh man, I'm so pissed off with these injuries, man. I'm really pissed off. But you want to add anything, guys, in general? What's going on with AC Milan and stuff like that? Looking forward for the next game. Anything you guys have in mind?
tonight was a very disappointing performance, but at the end of the day, we needed to get 3 points, and we got the 3 points. And we need to get 3 points against Spezia, and as long as we get that, that's fine by me. You know what I mean? I'm not looking past the Champions League. The Champions League is very important to us and very important to the history of our club. But for me, it's all about the league. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity. We have an opportunity to get some easy points, to separate ourselves from Juventus, to keep pace with Inter and Napoli. And that's everything to me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the season, these points that we're picking up now could make all the difference.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I want to answer this question. Some people are saying that Toure and Casti are not the right players against Spezia, and we need to remember what happened last season and what they did against Juventus. Listen, against Spezia, the game we have to do is to wait for them and go on a counter attack, like be clinical. So create those few chances, go forward, and get a goal. We need to be clinical against Spezia because in this moment of our season, we have too many injuries. We need to rest some players, so we need to be clinical. Forget about the beautiful football. We need to cover the pitch properly, not concede, and create our small few chances and get a goal. We are a team that if you don't concede one goal, we're gonna always find a way to make it.
Yeah, but I don't
Also,
think we should. You said we should sit back and counterattack?
Not sit back, but be solid. Don't let the opposition get any chance. And slowly, we're gonna create our chances. We're gonna have our chances, and we're gonna get a goal, one goal, like we did with Venezia. At the end of this game against Venezia is basically us being solid, not risking anything, and trying to create 1, 2, 3 chances to score 1 goal. So nothing fancy, nothing. It's not good, but at this moment we don't have 7 players. I don't want to show you again that picture. We're missing 7 players, my man. That's reality. That's how you win leagues. Understanding how the situation is and trying to do the most out of it. By the way, Juve almost lost today, I guess. Siena.
And actually, they shithoused their
Venezia,
way
sorry.
into the 3 points, man. Like in the last 15 minutes, there was no gameplay because Juve would waste every single second, bro. It was just embarrassing to watch. Out of the
Yeah.
15 last minutes, only like 3 minutes were played. And Spezia was pushing to score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question, guys, because you guys saw the first half now. Do you think if Maldini played the first half instead of Leao, he would done the same type of performance, or better, or worse?
Can I answer? Like
I can't answer that. I don't see enough of him to, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like
I agree.
The only thing keeping Maldini relevant, in my opinion, even though this was said about his father as well at the time, the only thing keeping Maldini a Milan player, in my opinion, is his name. Because I have not seen anything from him to actually justify the fact that he is someone who gets minutes. Like, I don't want to be like the pessimistic guy again, but I just
No,
don't see. I haven't seen enough of him to
what I will
actually understand
say
why.
is, like, if he started Maldini this game, we still I would say that we'll finish the first half 0-0 anyway, and
Yeah.
we will have a rested player and actually get the goal in the second half with some changes. Leao maybe coming in the second half. So that's my opinion. Is if Leao is not in a good shape and he's not giving anything to the team, why not playing Maldini? At the end, Maldini is gonna give the same, but at least he's gonna get more minutes and more experience in the pitch, and get a better player for us in the future. We need to, I want Pioli to be more brave on our bench players or youth players, a bit more.
If he was any other player, he would have been sent away on loan this season.
I 100%
It's as
agree
simple
with
as that.
You're
Because
100%
it's because
correct.
his name is Maldini, and they only want him to play for one club. It's doing the boys no favors, because I think we'd all agree in pre-season, even though it's not full matches, he looked promising. But
He is promising. He
yeah,
is.
and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's only started one game. A promising player should be playing more.
Yeah, he should play.
So
I don't think.
if he's not ready to play, why is he taking up a spot on the bench? He should be sent away to Serie B so he can play every game and come back to us a ready player.
I think he's staying because we need youth players for the Champions League. So it's kind of he's been sacrificed, because I'm pretty sure him as a human being, as a person, he wants to go and play football. He doesn't want to stay in the bench, even if it's Serie B or Serie C or a smaller league. He wants to play football. He wants to have fun. That is for sure. So I think it's kind of sacrificing the bench because we need these youth players for the Champions League quota, whatever you call it. I'll say Pioli should be more brave in games like this when you have a lot of injuries and a lot of key players. They are tired. You need to be careful, because if we are one Rebic or Diaz injury away to be completely fucked and not manage to win a game. Yeah. Again, Tomori is my favorite player at the moment, but still is absurd as a thing. But you still can win a game without Tomori. But imagine having a Rebic injured right now, or a Diaz. What are you gonna do?
I'm curious, what do we do in that case? Like, if Rebic gets injured or if Diaz gets injured, who do
Exactly. That's
Like,
why Maldini should start. That's why Maldini should start. Because with that injury, you lose 3 games. Starting Maldini half game against Venezia, you still can win that game and rest a key player. That's what I'm saying. That is my opinion. That's why If the first half Leao scores 3 goals, of course, playing Maldini the first half is a wrong thing because Leao scores 3 goals and managed to get the game in 45 minutes. But Leao didn't even do that. So why is the point him playing? Just rest the guy.
Yeah, but the
That's
thing is, in games like this, you need players who can dribble, and that's like that's what I was trying to say. Like, I understand that maybe his choices may not have been the best, but our only chances came from Leao dribbling past his players, and not just dribbling, but he once he beat them, he torched them with speed. And I just don't. I understand, putting Maldini, but Maldini doesn't have the same speed to get away from defenders after beating them in a one-on-one like that. So, to me, Maldini isn't a left winger anyway, so I wouldn't have him there regardless. But yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Thick size, my man. Christian is thick size, the other one on the call, and Rossonari. He's been a Rossoneri for a long time, my man. He knows a lot. How's it going, Christian, man? What do you think about the game, man? I'm going to close the live in a bit. Let me know what you think about the game, and let's close it. And let's give some prediction about injuries and Spezia. So let's start with Red John, man. What do you think about Spezia? How much are we gonna win? We're gonna draw. What are you gonna do?
I think we're gonna win. We have to win. It's not like even like in my mind, we need the 3 points. I don't care how we play bad, good. Like we didn't play excellent against Venezia. I don't care. I need the 3 points against these kind of teams that will come and will just drop deep or will come there and try to get a draw. They are sticks on your way to winning the Scudetto. So you need the 3 points and no point less. But I think we should also rest some players because we got a really important game against Atletico, and the optimal thing would be that we score somehow in the first minutes of the game or in the first 20 minutes of the game, and then we are like a little bit more relaxed, and then after that we can see the game through until the end and get the 3 points. I don't care how we play. I just need the 3 points.
Yeah, so 1-0, 2-0, something like that.
I think we're going to win 2-0. And for
What about you?
For
Oh, yeah, injuries. What do you think they're getting injured?
Rebic and Diaz, both of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, I know we're joking with this, but fucking hell, man.
It worked the last time. It worked. So maybe it works again.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Pick sides, man. What do you think about the game?
I cannot see Spezia being any as bad as Venezia. Venezia were absolutely dreadful. So I think they will have a go at us. They will attack us. So I think that will present some space at the back for us to exploit. So I'm confident that we win. I would like us to start a fairly strong side, and hopefully we can get the job done in the first half, score 2 goals, and then we can rest players. I don't like it when you start with a weak team and then you have to bring players off the bench, because it tells the starters that you're not good enough. So I don't like that approach. But I think if we play anywhere near our best, a victory is for sure. So I'm confident about. I'm not even thinking about the Atletico game. I'm worried about Spezia, and I think we will win, and we will win fairly comfortably. But they will be sterner opposition than what we faced tonight. And I'm not going to predict any injuries because I don't want any injuries.
Oh no! See, that's good. You have to predict one, man. What do you think? It's always happening. So,
Samu.
tell me one. Samu. So he's gonna play basically.
I'll put it this way: as I said, I think he's been harshly dealt with, the criticism he gets, but he is no worse so far than Florenzi.
Yeah, true. It's like, and I think he's not playing because they are kind of giving him a signal: accept the offers that are coming and leave. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but he can't.
But
He can't leave till January. So we should, and we're paying him, so we should play him.
yeah, I wouldn't mind the formation with the Casti on the left, Florenzi on the right. So at least Leao and Selemakers the rest. But let's see. I think we should play not our best team against Spezia. A good defense. We have a good defense, so we can start with Kalulu Tomori, Gabbia, and Theo Hernandez. I would say Balotelli on the left, midfield Kessi, Benacer, Florenzi on the right, and two striker Pellegrini and Rebic. You can get the job done with this team in the first half. Crosses, chances, and put in Diaz and Leao in the second half. That is a good formation. About injuries, I guess Benacer. I said Benacer. No way. Hopefully it's not happening. That is my guess, Benacer. If it doesn't happen, it means he's gonna get a nice, consistency in the pitch, and he's gonna come back the one it is. But let's see.
I'm looking online, and it's saying that Krunic is scheduled to come back on the 23rd of September. So you never know; he might be on the bench for Spezia. He's the earliest to return.
He's coming back to train, yeah.
Yeah, so you never know; he might be on the bench.
Maybe Athletic in the bench, but I don't think Spezia. Spezia is Sunday, yeah?
Saturday.
Saturday? What time?
2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay, I can watch the game at least. It's quite early, by the way. Yeah. Basically, we have Thursday and Friday to rest, and already Saturday we're playing. My God.
It's coming around quick. And then we play on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, Champions League.
So we have Sunday and Monday. Wow. Oh my God. It's going to be an intense week. Anyway, we're going to do I think Roy is going to do the Milan Forum probably. So on Friday. So guys, come over and shout and release your stress on the Milan Forum. If there is something you don't like, let's talk about AC Milan. Thank you for joining the post-match. Nothing to say. Not an exciting game, but we got the job done. That's how it should be against Venezia. Hopefully we get some more players back from the injuries. And I was talking about the injuries with my brother, and he was saying that it probably is better to get injuries right now in the beginning of the season, because the players that are playing are still fresh and they can handle a lot of games in a row. So in the middle of the season, when you get this amount of injury, the players that play, they get tired because they have in their leg a lot of games. And so you start to lose points. So having this problem in the beginning of the season, hopefully it's going to be a good thing, because we're going to get back better, stronger, understand what's wrong, and don't make the mistake during the season, especially in January, February, and March. Those are the 3 months that we lose a lot of points. Historically, as an AC Milan, we lose a lot of points in that period of the season. So let's see. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Rajon. Thank you, Thick Sides. Thank you, Rossonari. Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Join us on the Milan Forum on Friday. Have a good night.